Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
Welcome. Oh, welcome. If you heard what I was doing with these beats, I mean, isn't me? I can be a rapper, can I? Yo. Stop it, Lillian. I don't know. Sometimes we feel like we can do what we don't even know anything about. You know, you're hearing a beat and everything in you is telling you rap, but you open your mouth and there comes out. I don't want to repeat what I did off air. It's very embarrassing, and I don't do well with embarrassment. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes, you are welcome to Tech Untapped on Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lillian. You see, many of us who own gadgets, many people don't know half of their full potential. You go to the market. Because you're seeing the latest iPhone in the market or the latest Samsung in the market, you think, okay, I can do with one of those. You spend a lot of money to buy these phones, but you buy it, come home, install WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a photo editing app, and that's it. That is your starter pack, and that is all you use the phone for. You use it to chat and use it to receive calls. But that phone has a lot of potential, right? And you're not even 5%. You're not using 5% of that phone. Even some softwares that we have on our systems, some of them are not even using at all because we don't know what we can do with these softwares. A lot of them. So on this show, Tech Untapped, we highlight some technological innovations that are helpful, yet underutilized for some or undiscovered, and then we'll tell you about them. And today we're going to start with we're visiting the world of Microsoft Excel. Microsoft has a lot of apps and softwares that are very useful to the working populace, but this particular one, Excel, is not just for people who work in offices. You can use Excel in any part of your life. For many of us, if we see a software that we're unfamiliar with, we just assume that it will be difficult to navigate. Oof, this is looking so... I better just stay away, Just like that restaurant or hotel you keep passing by but never enter just because you think it looks too touche or too sophisticated for you. I once was in that headspace, and I think I still am. It depends on where I'm talking about. I summoned up courage one day to walk into one of these places, and I was like, damn, this place looks really good. But no, I cannot afford it, so there's no point entering, But I said, no. I mean, why? Why? Why am I restricting myself? I want to go in, I go in. They didn't say, don't come in if you don't have a black card or if you don't have 1 million zeros in your account. No, there's no sign that says that. It is open for all and sundry. So one day I said, Lillian, walk into that restaurant. It's actually in a hotel. The restaurant is in a hotel. I summoned up the courage to walk in, and I had a great time. The greatest time. Within my budget anyway. So if I saw, I'll tell them, excuse me, can I get your menu? And they give me the drinks menu, and I see drinks of 100,000, 200,000. I scroll down, 25. Yes, give me this one. This is what I want. Drinks, not drinks. If you know the sell them, no put on for your menu. You get. I walked in just like that. The key to mastering any software is first venturing into it. Excel is one software that is quite helpful in all aspects of life. However, the first glance might throw you off a bit, like, oof, all these columns and rows, all this back, what's all this thing? What is this table I'm seeing? What is happening? What is happening here? You might already be using it, but you might just be scratching the surface. There are resources out there that can give you a step-by-step guide for you to make use of it. Out there, everywhere. YouTube, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, radio. On Africa Tech Radio. Because we're on this platform, Tech Untapped on Africa Tech Radio. We are one of those resources. And today we'll be giving you some tips and tricks to conquering Microsoft Excel, as well as some shortcuts that you should be familiar with. Okay? We'll do this for a while. We cannot finish it today. No. So we'll do a little bit on this before we dive into something else. So just Stay tuned, okay? Enjoy the song. It's by Thames. She won a Grammy, but not for this one. No Woman, No Cry. Wakanda Forever. Enjoy.
Africa Tech Radio.
Your plug for all things tech.
Yes, that song is by Sound Sultan, who died in the year 2021. It was like one of the hardest deaths ever. You hear someone has died and you just feel so sad, but Sound Sultan's death was so difficult a pill to swallow. I attended a concert, Peace Quest concert last year, December, and Kobam Sasuko did the tribute to Sound Sultan. And I just turned around in the concert hall, see tears. Man, even my friend I went with was so big. I have a video of her crying to that tribute because thinking about it is just so sad. Sound Sultan was one of the best. Like, you know, when somebody dies and they say only good things about that person, and later on they tell you who that person really was. But Sound Sultan, I've only heard good things about him, and his music is always like good, man. He's still rest in peace. But there's something he said in this song that last night I prayed that thunder should fire all my enemies, and this morning I woke up, I couldn't find my friends. Waiting they happen. It is just funny because when I was growing up, my mom would always tell you about frenemies. God save me from my frenemies. Frenemies are friends, are enemies who are actually posing as your friends. Those are the worst to have. I mean, if you have somebody that doesn't like you, you know they don't like you, that's it. But not the one that's smiling in front of you, shining their teeth. Oh, what's up, babe? Oh my God, babe. But then they're crafting that perfect weapon to stab you at the back with. But that's not what we're talking about. I get emotional sometimes, you know. We're talking about some apps that, or some softwares, particularly Excel, because Excel has a lot of, it looks so complicated, but it can be simplified if you have the right resources, right? So you are welcome back to Africa Tech Radio. You're listening to Tech Untapped. Call me Lillian, your brown sugar. I told you that I'll be giving you some tips and tricks to conquering Microsoft Excel and some shortcodes as well. You see, I used to have zero knowledge of Excel. But my sister's work required that she learn it. So she had like this great knowledge on it. She'll come back from work and she's imputing data. She was working in sales at that time. You see her using all this short code. Looks like magic, like black. What kind of sorcery is this? So one day, I was younger and I was looking for a job. Then they invited me for the interview. The mail I got said, I must have knowledge on Excel. I was like, is this plane? What kind of plane is this? But I just called my sister and said, babe, what's up? I better go. Come and teach me this thing. Teach me Excel. You have no choice but to teach me what I need to know on Excel. She didn't even fight it. She didn't hesitate. She just said, let me just have time. I'll teach you. She gave me the basic tutorial. I had this interview on Monday. She taught me on Sunday and I went in there. But I was scared, I was scared that I'll be the only one with the least knowledge there. You know, you think that everybody there is more experienced than you, but shock. I was shocked. On the day of the interview, we were told to input data and submit, right? Along with, of course, written and typed assessment. I did that, did a table, I color coded it, I added a little fizzy, I put a table, I made the outside part bold. It was just so pretty to look at. And I learned like Excel for like one day, even less, just a few, like an hour. Guess who was acclaimed the best that day? You guessed right, me. With the tiny info I had, I acted like I had the most experience. You were even struggling. Who will get this girl? Who will get this girl? I was feeling fly. But I didn't take the job at the end of the day because of the some things I noticed. I just didn't want to put myself inside trouble because of money. You understand? So, let me start by telling you how to input data from picture in Microsoft Excel for Windows using various methods. Now, you see, they will give you this printed file and tell you that you're going to input everything here on Excel. Now, I didn't know that I can actually just do it in 5 minutes, I'm done. But what I will do is to just take the paper, prop it in front of my computer and start typing. It was so stressful. Little did I know that I could do something else. I can convert it like ASAP. Did you know that the printed data can be converted into an Excel format by taking a picture of it? Just hold on a second and I'll tell you more. How do you do it, you might ask? Don't worry. Small thing now. Understand? You don't need to pay me. Don't worry. All you have to do is take a picture of it, right? Just take a picture of it. Make sure it's clear because you don't want to be imputing wrong data, right? Take a picture of it and then upload that picture on the device you want to use. So if you want to use your laptop, you just make sure that picture you just check is on your laptop. If it's on your phone, leave it on your phone, right? Just make sure it is on that device you want to use. After doing that, open your Excel software or your app. So I'm going to tell you how to do it on your software and app. So on Windows and your mobile phone. When you open Excel software, select the data tab and select from picture. It is on the left hand side of the screen. If the image is saved on the PC, select picture from file and then you locate the image. Excel will now analyze the image and extract the data. If there are errors or low confidence areas, once you make modifications to the text, it's gone. Yeah, like it's done. Or you can just ignore it, After the data is reviewed and it's confirmed, it can be inserted easily directly into Excel. It is just so simple. You can also take a screenshot on your Windows. You can use Ctrl-Shift-S to take a screenshot and you see options on how you can snip a particular image. So you can use screenshots as well, not just snapped or photographed images. On your mobile device, open the app. I'm doing it right now. Like I told you, I like doing it while I'm talking so that it will be easier for me to let you know how it's done. So you open the app on your mobile phone. Then you open new sheet. Open new sheet. At the bottom of the phone, when you open the new sheet, you see a row. You might not see a row yet. You see something that looks like a file at the left bottom corner of the phone. Click on that thing. It is right next to sheet 1 and under FX. Click on it. You now see a row. When you see that row has a file logo or an icon. It has a cabinet looking icon. It has a funnel icon, has a colored icon. Then it has something that looks like a grid, like an Excel sheet. It looks like that. And it has a camera at the bottom of that particular icon. You click on that is the one you're looking for. It's the second to the last icon. You click on it. Then it will show your camera. Your camera will just, be on, right? Then you see an option to take a picture of whatever you want to do. That's to scan a document, or you see at the bottom left corner, you see an icon for pictures. Click on that one, then your gallery will be open or your files will be open, however it is. When you do that, click on the image that you have already taken and wait for it to be processed. It's open and give you options to crop, but click continue or you retake if you're taking a fresh picture. Right, then it will show you extracting table, so it's getting all the details that it needs. But then there are some places that are like reddish because they are trying to ask you, or the app is asking you whether or not you want to review what it is showing you. But if you're okay with it, just click on open. It will ask you, open anyway. These items need your review. Open anyway. You say yes, open anyway, and it will open the way it is on Excel. Isn't it amazing? I wish I knew this sooner. Hi. Files that I took, I stayed on for hours. I should have just done it for 5 minutes. It's annoying, Anyway, that's it. That is how you can transfer your data, which is on JPEG or picture or screenshot, into Excel intact. It's amazing, honestly. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you about the Autofill feature. CK, what are we? We're nothing but pencils. In the hand of the creator, he featured Davido, Focalistic, and Abizola on this one.
Africa Tech Radio.
Your plug for all things tech.
Don't worry, I'm here. Don't worry. I know you feel like, she's not gonna come back. I'm here. Okay, I had to play good music because anything we talk about is only better when accompanied with good music. I've been telling you about Excel and ways to make your Excel experience even better and faster. And then let's go on to Autofill. If you know some basic Excel, you may already be familiar with this quick trick. I'd show you the wonder of Autofill anyway. Autofill allows you to quickly fill adjacent cell with various types of data. It allows you to quickly fill adjacent cells with various types of data, including values, series, and formulas. Now, there are so many other ways to achieve this same result, right? But this one is among the easiest way that is. So what you want to do is first select the cells that you wish to be the source. Then, if it's cell F, it's the first cell on cell F, on the F row, then click on it, right? When you click on it, you look for the fill handle. There's one little box that's on the lower right corner of the cell. Then you just take your cursor to that box and either you drag that fill handle down to cover the cells that you want to fill, or you just double click that fill handle. It is a small box. It's simple. Another feature that you need is sorting. Sorting is an essential feature, right, that you will need to be familiar with while organizing your data in Excel. Sometimes you may have a list of data that is disorganized. All you have to do is use the sort feature to use the sort feature to make it alphabetized. Any list, you can alphabetize any list. So all you have to do is to click on the data in the column that you want to sort, then click on the data tab in your toolbar and search for the sort option on the left. If A is on top of the Z, you can just click on that button once. If Z is on top of the A, you can click on the button twice. Now, when the A is on top of the Z, it means your list will be sorted in alphabetical order. However, when the Z is on top of the A, it means that your list will be sorted in reverse alphabetical order. So it's going to be from the Z down, Z to A instead of A to Z. All right, that is a good way to sort your data. So if you want it to be, because my name is Lillian Abirika, so I am always amongst the top people. But then you're sorting data, my name is on the bottom, and you say, how can I do this? You won't start copying and pasting and doing it yourself. Just use the sort feature, simple and short. It will alphabetize it for you. Okay. What about the transpose option? Transpose with paste special. Now, you have a set of data in rows, but you need them to be in columns. This happened to me real life. 2 days ago, I was imputing data, right? I wanted to impute data. I wanted to impute the geopolitical zones in Nigeria and put the state underneath it. So all the northeast, northwest, north central, south, southeast, southwest, I put those ones in a row instead of it to be in, columns. And I had to now change it, right? But then I remembered, I've already started doing it one after the other. I then remembered, I know a feature. I know how to transpose. Why can't I just use space special? That thing can be really frustrating. You're now moving it, copy, you do Ctrl X, Ctrl V, Ctrl X, Ctrl V, one after the other. But you're fortunate that there is a much easier way to achieve this. All you need to do is to copy the data that you want to transpose, then paste, select paste special from there. Click the box next to the transpose and click OK. It's a very simple thing. Click OK. This will paste your data in a different orientation, effectively converting rows to columns or columns to rows as needed. You're welcome. Before we leave, let me tell you about Control Shift to select, like Control plus Shift to select. You're selecting a data set using the mouse and dragging the cursor. That one is not how you're supposed to be doing it, right? You want to select a data set and the numbers is up to like 1 million. And you're like, how can I continue this? If you take your hands off the mouse, you're starting over again. But there's a much faster way to accomplish this task. So click on the first cell you want to select, hold down Control Shift, then you hit either the down arrow or select all the data in the column below. The up arrow to select all the data above, or the left or right arrow to select everything in the row to the left or to the right. Now, if you combine the directions and you can select an entire column as well as everything in the rows to the left, to the right, it will only select cells with data, even if they are invisible, I beg your pardon, even if they are invisible. And that is exactly what you need. I'll say that again. You click on, first of all, you'd select or hold down Control Shift. Then you either hit the down arrow, the up arrow, the right or left arrow. Now the down arrow will select all the data in the column below. The up arrow selects all the data above, or the left or right arrow will select everything in the row to the left or the right. Now if you combine the directions, you can select an entire column as well as everything in the rows to the left or right, up or down. It will only select cells or data even if they are invisible. You're welcome. Music, please. Loyalty, Ajabo Hustlers.
Africa Tech Radio.
Your plug for all things tech.
Majo Mona Lisa, I'm dancing. I am dancing. This is my go-to song, really, for karaoke these days. When they say, Lillian, you're singing a lot of foreign old songs. I was not born when they sang this song. I'm like, don't worry, no fear. Let me sing Mona Lisa for you. And I love it. And I wish it's been a while I went karaoke last. Don't worry, I will go. All right, it's still Tech Untapped on Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lillian, and I want to give you one last tip for you to use Excel really well, right? Now, when you're inputting serial numbers in your Excel file and you realize that it's not doing one and then the next you enter that two, no, it's just putting one. You have to input it manually. There's a way around that. If you work with large data, then it's better to add a serial number column to it. Yes, that is like the best way to do it. And that best way is to apply the table Control T to the data and then add 1 in the column under serial number. You see serial number, you see name, you see age and all that. You just add 1 on the serial number. And to do this, you simply need to add 1 to the first cell of the column and then create a formula to add 1 to the above cell's value. So if you're using the table, whenever you create a new entry in the table, Excel will automatically drop down the formula and you will get the serial number. It is very easy. You understand? So equals A2 plus 1. That is the formula, and it's done. That is if the first number is on the row 2, not 1, not 3. So wherever that first number is, that is what you're putting, A3, A4 plus 1. So it's going to be adding 1 to the next number. It's just very easy. Thank you for listening to Tech on Tap on Africa Tech Radio. On Wednesday next week, we'll give you some more. Do not stop listening to Africa Tech Radio. If you have any suggestions on something you want to listen to, you want to hear, you want us to talk about, all you have to do is send us a message on Africa Tech Radio on Instagram or on Twitter, on Facebook. It is on Instagram. It is at A Tech Radio, ATCH Radio. On Facebook and Twitter, it is at Africa Tech Radio in full. Okay, my name is Lillian, and have a nice day. Enjoy. Take it easy because this life is really, really hard. It's Africa Tech Radio, and this song I want you to listen to right now is "Take Away" by Kwame Eugene. This is a really funny song. Enjoy.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.